7 or maybe 6. 7. Okay, just checking. Entry called Thank You. Verse 154. Is that an I? I:4. Call the Thrall. From a random crypt, Savathun selected a young thrall and summoned it into the High Coven. It came hesitantly, fearing death, but nevertheless it came. Come, come, snapped Savathun. Listen as I reveal unto you my design. You are aware that gravity is the curvature of space-time, and where gravity is powerful, time itself slows? The thrall indicated that it understood, more or less, for it was a singer of prayers and not well fed with the fruit of the knowledge of physics. Now I have tried to put an ascendant in orbit of a black hole, while its spawn gather the tribute of an eon. But the worm is not satisfied, for it sees the trick. What I must do is amplify the speed at which tribute is gathered. A pocket world where time passes quickly would do well. Or a world where time is a torus and infinite violence might be gathered. With such a murder battery, I could become a being of supreme insight. The thrall indicated it was confused, but not lost. With this tribute, I shall undertake a mighty work, a real humdinger of a scheme. I'm going to refinance my entire existence. I'm going to move from an existential economy based on the accumulation of violence to an existential economy based on the accumulation of secrets and the tribute of failing to understand me. I shall name this tribute of failing to understand IMBARU, for it shall be as formless as the mist. The claw held up its claws as if to say, please slow down. Now spoke Savathun's scheme mother. In the beginning, Yule said to me, Savathun, you may never abandon cunning. If you do, your worm shall devour you. Cunning is the use of thought to predict the function of a system. Therefore, wherever a being should attempt to understand me and fail, has my cunning not defeated theirs? Wherever a falsehood is repeated about me, have I not displayed cunning? I shall gather tribute from every false prediction, misguided theory, fearful rumor, and ominous supposition which derives from the thought of me. And in time, I shall pin my quiddity upon these rumors. I shall discorporate, so that I exist wherever my schemes and conspiracies also exist. And so I will be immortal, as long as anyone seeks to understand me and fails. Do you see? The thrall demurred, saying it did not know much of metaphysics. Good, said Savathun. It's a law of the High Coven that one sinister plan should be incomprehensible to a thrall. Do you know why we've come here? If I am to take my tribute from the keeping of secrets, where else are secrets better kept than beneath the event horizon? My brother ruled the flat space of infinity, but I prefer these tide-washed depths, and in time I shall make them my dominion. The Everhunger heard this and was pleased. Verse 154I:5, the encrypted verse. Do you know that nothing in all the cosmos has read this verse? I encrypted it eons ago, and ever since it has gone undeciphered. At the moment you laid eyes upon it, I captured the entwined quantum state of the verse, your mind, and your ghost. Then I used Quaria to transmit that state back in time to the moment of encryption. You are your own one-time pad, the key to the lock of understanding. Who am I? Call me coyote. Call me mantis, serpent, Kagan, Anansi. Call me Sri, cleans his brother's stomach. Call me the Grandmaster of Semiosis, the jeweler's hammer which gilds the signal. A purposeful mob, none of whose members know its purpose. The infinite regress of enigmas. A self-questioning answer, the word not spoken. Black ice, cataract of mimes. The ache and fever of overthought while bedridden with illness. The intolerable thorn of frustrated inquisition. Gray regret at the end of a fruitless day. The thing which is unlike your beloved but arbitrarily recalls your beloved to an agonizing effect. Architrave of the no window, needle driven and flush with skin, so that desperate fingers cannot pull it out. Sweet petal, unmemorable, crystal death, the provably improvable. I know your people well, and so I know all your names for me. But what is your name? I am, of course, especially interested in you. You saw me in the stone laid on your plotting table, and in the shining eyes of the admiral at her dying helm. You hunted me beneath the lines of your text. Wherever there was space to fit me in, there you found me. You created me and gave me a part of your thoughts, and in presenting those thoughts to others round the campfires and networks of your little world, you expanded that space. Here at the center, I lie to you the truth. You have everything you need to know it, but I will give you a clue, as the duelist gives warning before she draws. The answer you seek to the dreaming city is simple, not complex. Thank you, sweet friend. You are a gift and a delight. You are more dear than my mother, for you have given birth to me 1,000 times. So yeah, that clears things up, right?
That is a long one.
It is, but it's a good one, so I read the whole thing.
Yeah, it's a nice one, that one.
The real important part is the part in the middle where she's talking about IMBARU. So the short version is this, in case you didn't follow it, and it's fine if you didn't. The Hive used to be a little garbage race. They were weak, they were basically no more than worms. They made a deal. They made a deal with the worm gods. Give us strength and power. The worm gods said sure, but in exchange, our worms will become parasites on you, and you will feed them. You will feed them by following your true nature. Now, for Xivu Arath, her true nature was to make war. For Oryx, their true nature was to conquer and explore. And for Savathun, her true nature is to be cunning. So what Savathun is saying there is that for most of the Hive, their true nature is to kill. It's because most Hive are thrall and knights. They're aggressive and they only have one purpose in life, and they have to do it. If they don't do it, their worm will consume them, and they will die. So the idea is that most, something that Oryx figured out a long time ago is if you create a pyramid scheme, a multi-level marketing campaign, where every thrall that kills, instead of it saving its strength, it donates some of the strength it gets from killing up the ladder. See, every time a thrall kills, let's say every time a thrall kills, it gets 100 XP of strength. Well, it donates 90 of that XP up the ladder to its boss, and it keeps 10. Keeps itself enough to keep alive, and the rest it donates upward. Well, at the very top of that food chain are, the three sisters, 2.5 now, but Oryx, Savathun, and Xivu Arath. That's why they're so powerful. They have the tribute of their armies of Hive. So Savathun is talking about how she wants to become more powerful. So if you are powered by death, then you have to make more death to become more powerful. So what she was suggesting at first is maybe I could make a planet where time is accelerated, so that a day for me is but 1,000 years on this planet. And if there's 1,000 years of war, that's like getting 1,000 meals in one day. So now you're training for the Olympics, right? 30,000 calories a day or whatever. And then she thought, wait, no, even better. Eventually that planet of 1,000 deaths a day is going to run out of people. So why not make a world where time is a torus? A torus, by the way, is a donut. It's that shape. So why not make a world where time is looped? Where you can kill something, and then time will reset, and then you can kill it again, right? And that's why she calls it a murder battery. And in order to do that, she was trying to do that on the Dreaming City. That's what the 3-week curse of the Dreaming City is. It's actually a way for her to try to find her way into the Awoken Home world and set up shop there. But ultimately, Savathun doesn't want to be tied to the sword logic and the whole, strength through killing thing. What she's saying is that if my nature is what's keeping me alive, then I need to pursue my nature to the ultimate. And my nature is to be cunning. And if people try to guess who or what she is or what she's doing, and they get it wrong, then she has proven herself more cunning than you. So every false rumor, every YouTube clickbait video, every tweet, every Reddit post, every whisper around the campfire here in the tower and out and beyond, every one of them that's wrong is giving her strength. And that is the concept of IMBARU. So I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, ask away.